What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome as well. If you're returning as well, welcome. So Manchester United 2, Viktoria Plzen 1. What a game. Once again, we won, but the performance did not match, the results. Ruben Amorim has always anticipated for good performance in the game, plus winning. If we win and we did not perform in the right way, because we're talking about how many times were we sloppy with the passes, We were untidy with possession in most occasions. How many times did Joseph Zaxi give the ball away, How many times we were good in terms of keeping the ball, but we lacked a proper attacking threat. In the final 20, if you can remember, we could have killed the game with 4 chances or so. We had 4 goals, where we had Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes, and Rasmus Hojlund. With only one Viktoria Plzen defender, but we ended up, of course, losing all of them. But so in what I'm trying to say is that we have a long way to go. In as far as 3-4-3 is concerned, I can see now we are good with keeping the ball. You saw it in the first opening. I think throughout the first half we maintained a 75% possession and above. That's good. If you can get to keep the ball in that angle, then it's good. And I believe also Ruben Amorim was impressed in terms of that. But we were still sloppy in some angles. So that's what I'm saying. It's a long-term project. You could see, we're supposed to look at ball possession. That I think as per now, that's great. We're also supposed to look at attacking, and I believe attacking is where we have a very big problem currently, because many instances, in the first half we were good, but we lacked that attacking quality, that attacking threat. We kept the ball well, most possession, but it's in the mid area. That's where we had most possession, but attacking, we have a big problem. At Arsenal, we saw it. We had a little bit of attacking threat. Today also, we saw it. In the first half, we were good, but lacked the attacking threat. And also, in the last 20 minutes or so, we wasted the chance. I don't know what was going on. The Viktoria Plzen, they were just off. And it was only us in the field, and we wanted to kill the game, but we couldn't. We had the opportunity to kill the game, but we could not. So, moving onwards, I think we have to look at this thing as well. Marcus Rashford. Let's talk about Marcus Rashford, though. Marcus Rashford is tired. I don't think he's playing for the badge anymore. I don't think he wants to be in this team. 45 minutes. I don't know if it's the position that is not favoring Marcus Rashford, or I don't know what's happening with Marcus Rashford. So, he gets booked in the second half, forcing Ruben Amorim to sub him off because we can't afford another red card. Because a red card and we were 1-0 down away from home in that atmosphere, it was going to be bad. So he had to be subbed off, But let's not put the subbing off based on the red card. His performance was shit. I don't know what's wrong with Marcus Rashford. I mean, he got a new girl he engaged recently. I thought that was even bringing some confidence, but it's not the case. So, Marcus Rashford, I don't know what's wrong with Marcus Rashford. Moving forward, we have Manchester City next. I don't know if he'll start, but normally in big games, normally turns up. But at Arsenal, again, it was shit. So, we don't know what next for Marcus Rashford, Ineos already said he's sellable. In fact, his market price value is, I don't know, around 40 million or so. But we have to look at Marcus Rashford with a lot of seriousness. Another thing, Joshua Zirkzee, he starts as the up front, as the striker. I was good. I think it's improving in terms of his hold-up play, That hold-up play, it's good in terms of initiating attacks. It's good for us, if we can have a man inside there in the middle who can hold up the play and turn the ball quickly. I think he did it great today, but he was so untidy with possession also, Zaxi, many a times you have seen him in many games. He's always untidy with possession, despite linking up well. He has a very great link-up play, but he's normally untidy with the possession. If you were keen also yesterday, he gave the ball many times, costing us some counter attacks that we were forced to defend emergency, in emergency. So Joshua Zirkzee has to improve on that, but I think moving onwards is good. Hojlund comes in and he drops into the wide area, and also he gets subbed off it one over for Garnacho also. But I think it was good in terms of the hold-up play, but he also has to improve on how he's untidy with possession. We have to keep the ball at all costs, and if we're off the ball, then we have to try and get it real quick. Then, of course, we have to talk about the substitutes. Ruben Amorim says the game is not going in the right direction. It decides to bring on Anthony, RASMUS, and Garnacho, I think, and Mount, Mason Mount. Today, we benefited a lot from that substitute. You could see the attacking threat increase. We saw an improvement in terms of how we were attacking. Mason Mount, a couple of chances there. The goalkeeper saved most of them. Anthony also linking up with Ahmad, bringing us some good opportunities. Bruno shoots one wide, but I think the goalkeeper was just great. We could have scored many goals from that substitutes moving onwards. Even if you leave alone the last 20 where we had opening chances. I'm talking about immediately they came on, there were some chances that we were posing the threats. Or in other words, I'm trying to say these substitutes that they made, we really benefited from them, and it's good if you see that moving on to the Manchester City game, we are going to have to make big decisions in terms of the starting 11, because Manchester City is not a team we are trying to gamble, because I'm not so convinced that was the plan, because I think the plan was to try and kill the game and then the substitutes to come later on, so that they can get minutes moving on to the Man City game, because it's all about player management, making them play the last 30 or so, or the first 60, but subbing them off so that they can be ready for the Man City game. And then Rasmus Hojlund, the man of the hour. He's my man of the match, by the way. I said he's going to shine under Ruben Amorim. Yeah, you can say he scored a tap-in the first, but it's all about the second goal from the great Bruno Fernandes free kick. This is my number 9. We talked. He said he's well conversant with this. He played it at Atlanta. We can see 5 goals in 6 games so far in the Europa League. In the Premier League also, he's still scoring goals. So Rasmus is going to shine under Ruben Amorim once more. Let me repeat that. Manchester City is next. I know he's guaranteed of a start. So we're in for it. We're going to see how good this striker can be under Ruben Amorim. Can Ruben Amorim make him great, just as Gyökeres was made great? So those are some of the things we are going to find out moving onwards. Yeah. So I think that's all about the match recap. Good performance, a good result, but not the required performance. We're not yet there, and we have a lot of work to be done. See you in the next video. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. We out.